今日郵輪假期咧就嚟到catch camp 最後呢一個 port 啦，咁我就想同大家分享下呢度有一個歷史故事嚇。其實都唔係話太過好久遠嘅故事，咁或者好多朋友覺得哇，你去一趟阿拉斯加拍咁多集悶唔悶啲啊？咁但係咧，我由第一集開始我就已經講過啦，我話巨細無遺咁將呢個行程咧點點滴滴我都會同大家分享。咁其實呢個景點我亦都嚟到無數次啦嚇。咁其實好多時咧都係掂行掂過噶啦。冇咩需要拍攝，今次就純粹為支持我嘅 fans 啦，咁就喺呢度咧就再詳細咁樣去拍俾大家睇。嗱，呢一度地方咧喺catch camp 呢個地方喺山邊啊，呢個旁邊有條溪流嚇，有條河水咁樣啊，一個小溪澗咁樣啦。咁佢咧就叫做溪街嚇，咁唔好讀名嚇。咁咧就呢度咧喺成百年前啦，1930幾年、1920幾年咧，呢度係紅燈區嚟嘅喎。喺呢個溪澗旁邊咧就起咗好多木屋嚇。咁咧就真係咧就男人嘅燒金窩嚇。可能好多淘金嘅男人或者當時係做好多皮草生意啊，做好多貿易三文魚嗰陣時都有幾多有錢人嘅。咁都有好多人咧就乘嗰啲以前嗰啲船郵輪西部好多嘅就過嚟呢邊啦。咁但係咧呢啲地方咧咁原來咧就係佢哋大灑金錢嘅地方。咁呢度亦都出咗一位好傳奇嘅女士嚇。咁我等一陣咧我就會係同大家去分享呢個故事真人嚟㗎。咁好多人都喺度咧就搏命咁睇下下邊呢條溪流咧有冇三文魚過。咁咧就呢度有好多野生三文魚㗎喎嚇。喺加拿大咧就叫做索埃三文啦，喺美國咧佢哋叫做傾三文啊。嗰啲肉質非常肥美，好香甜嘅。咁呢啲咧就係野生嘅三文魚嚟嘅。咁喺阿拉斯加咧，三文魚就係一啲好普通嘅魚嚇。嗱，而家呢條咧就係街頭，呢條街就由街頭行到街尾咧，其實咧都係得嗰10零間屋嘅啫。咁睇到啲而家嗰個啲河水咧都流得幾猛嘅嚇。咁嗱，你睇即係花街柳巷啊！呢度真係名副其實，以前真係花街柳巷嚟㗎嚇。呢度有好多嘅記載嘅。咁咧你睇一啲咁嘅叫做溪街係嘛？中文譯啦嚇。咁咧呢度都有好多個解説啊。咁再透徹啲嘅咧，咁我等一陣咧就會帶大家去參觀一個細細嘅嚇，好似而家呢一個繆斯人，其實係當時一位女士。佢從愛達荷州過嚟呢邊揾食嘅，離開屋企嘅時候，佢話揚言要賺晒男人嘅錢。咁喺上世紀初咧1920幾年至1930幾年，你有咩辦法去賺晒男人嘅錢咧咁用一啲最原始嘅本能嘅方法啦。嗱，呢度咧而家啲屋咧就改晒係賣一啲 souvenir 嘅店鋪，但係咧佢每一間屋嘅前邊咧都會有一啲著名嘅有個牌喺度咁呢度咧就有一兩個都幾出名嘅媽媽桑啦嚇。嗱，呢個有啲咧我就係影一啲相片啦因為我亦都要慳住嗰個攝錄機個電啊。我今日咧就落船都係帶足電，但係我驚住如果影晒咧都未必夠，所以我就慳住咧就好多時咧我都會係拍一啲影片又拍一啲 video 咁交替慳住嚟使啦啲電，因為你落到嚟咧你就冇辦法去叉到電㗎啦。嗱，你睇啲咁橫街窄巷，而家其實維修過㗎啦，以前咧就冇咁靚嘅破舊好多，因為即係個年代久遠啦，係嘛？ 距離而家都成8年㗎啦，係嘛？大家可以留意下呢度嘅 souvenir store 入邊咧賣嗰啲紀念品啊，啲工藝品咧啲質素都幾高下嘅，有啲玻璃嗰啲咁嘅藝術嘅嗰啲工藝品咧，咁大家都可以入去睇下嘅。嗱，好多人咧都會去關心呢度啲歷史啊，呢度嘅歷史咧就係呢啲咯嚇。咁唔係話八卦嚇，呢啲咧就係其實咧就係一段活生生嘅歷史嚟嘅，佢存在過嘅嚇，呢個係真人真事嚟嘅。咁所以咧就我咧就會先拍一拍呢度嘅外貌先啦。嗱，其實以前呢啲都係紅燈區嚟㗎嚇。我有時真係覺得好奇怪啦，係嘛？即係喺呢啲好似當時都好寒冷嘅地方啊，喺個山邊荒山野嶺咁嚇，冬天咧就覆蓋晒啲白雪咁。我諗呢條溪河啲水咧都已經結咗冰嘅，會結冰嘅。呢度零下成20幾30度嘅嚇。咁紅燈區啊，咁晚上係咪烏燈黑火啊，還是係燈籠高高掛咧嚇？即係好喺度好多想像空間喎嚇，喺啲咁嘅地方係嘛？因為好多時就話做呢啲咁嘅行業嗰啲就喺一啲好繁盛嘅都市入邊嘅。嗱，原來唔係嘅嚇，呢個又係另一間啦。咁慢慢去睇嚇。嗱，而家咧我就到咗呢個 Dolly House 啦。咁咧呢度咧好多人都唔會入去俾錢入去聽佢講嘅歷史嘅嚇，咁我咧就俾錢啦。咁我亦都徵求佢意見嚇。嗱，呢個就係 Dolly 啦。咁我就話我係拍視頻嘅，咪唔咪我將呢個講出去啊？咁樣即係拍上傳啊。佢話佢唔咪咁嚇。咁嗱，佢呢個女士情好似70幾歲先至離世嘅喎。
Walking in. Enjoy, you guys. Yes, and there are stairs, but just take them slowly. I crushed my kneecap last summer, so I just take one stair at a time. $10 cash only to go through the house, and then you go through the house and take all kinds of pictures. It's all original. Upstairs too. I tell you right here, and then you go by yourself. TVs in each one of the rooms. Yes.
Okay.
This was Dolly's gentleman waiting room area. Dolly bought this house in 1919. She lived here until excuse me, I'm sorry. Dolly's original name was Thelma Copeland. She was born in McCall, Idaho in 1888. She ran away from home at the age of 13, making her way to the Seattle area, practically starving. Got introduced into prostitution at the age of 18 and realized she can make money doing that. She made her way to Vancouver, bought a little house there on Alexander Street, there in Old Gastown. Didn't do any homework. The darn chief of police was her next door neighbor. Didn't take her much time to realize what was going on there. She was looking at some serious jail time. This was in 1914. She was 25 years old. So she quickly changed her name from Thelma Copeland to Mrs. Dolly Arthur and hopped the stain queen hiding from the law. Landed in Juneau, Petersburg, Sitka. In November of 1914, she landed here in Ketchikan. She loved it. There was 100 men for one woman. She has 5'9", blonde hair, blue eyes. She got her first job at the Star Dance Hall for Black Mary, which is the largest brothel here. It's that big pink building around the corner. All the girls called her Big Mama. Danced with the girls, and for more money, you went upstairs. It's called the Soho Coho right now. Didn't take Dolly much time to buy number 11, little greenhouse by the A-frame. She had 4 or 5 girls there working with her. And in 1919, when this little house came up for sale for $800, she paid it off within 2 weeks, worked this house all by herself, and decorated exactly like this. She never did smoke or drink, but she could cuss like a sailor. She loved birds, cats, and she had 5 little baby doggies like this little guy, Dolly in her early 20s. That little pink photo, we call her the young Janis Joplin. She's 17 years old right there.
17.
That mauve colored photo, she's in her early 30s. I think she looks like the Coca-Cola girl from back in the day. That full body shot, that's from a World War II painting. She was 55 years old. You can see how gorgeous she was. Never did marry, but she did have a boyfriend for 26 years.
Wow.
His name was Lefty the Longshoreman. There's a couple pictures of him across from her bedroom. But he was a stinker. He'd tell Dolly he was going to go play poker. He was actually visiting the girls down the road. Didn't think Dolly would find out. Oh, she found out and was mad at him. Made him be last in line every night. What a lucky guy he was, huh? He passed away in his early 50s. We say lack of exercise, but she loved him. Back in those days, a gentleman only made $1 a day for a wage, and these girls were making that bathtub hoot that would cause these guys to get sick and die because they didn't know to take off the top head part of the booze. If you died in one of these houses, these girls didn't care. They'd just pick his pockets, huck him in their fish creek. That was somebody else's problem. Dolly didn't want her gents to die, so she smuggled in the good Canadian whiskey. Late at night, the rowboats would come up underneath the house. She'd open up the trapdoor, hoist up all the good alcohol. Once everybody heard she had the good booze, they'd swarm her house. For a short shot, she charged gents 50 cents, which was a teaspoon and a half. For a full shot, it was $2. For a visit with Dolly, it was $3. Around town, they said you could get hammered and nailed at Dolly's house for $5. Whenever Dolly first came here, these girls were only charging 50 cents. She's all, fuck that, $3. All this came crashing to an end in 1953. They were chasing all these ladies out of here, and all these ladies were leaving here wealthy women. On the other hand, the chief of police and the businessmen, they were going to jail for regulating these girls to this creek. They told Dolly, she's like, no way, I bought Paper's house, I'm staying right here. They made her tear down her shack where she serviced her men. This is Dolly's house, and that was a Star Dance Hall back in the day. This is what the creek looked like back in the 40s and 50s. Yeah, and that's where she serviced her men.
Oh, okay.
She tore down that shack and she stayed right here, living in this home until 1973, till she just couldn't walk up the stairs anymore. She passed away 2 months shy of her 88th birthday in 1975 in our old age home in the Pioneer Home. She left a clause in her will, along with all her money, for a local person to keep her home open as Dolly's House Museum, and for the whole world to see and hear how she and the ladies lived. That way she would never be forgotten. That way they would have to redo the Creek Street. We encourage you to take as many photos as you want through the house, but save 2 shots for upstairs. In her bedroom, she has this big glass case. Top left-hand side of that glass case is one of the very first electric vibrators ever made in 1910. It looks like a Drematol, but you have to look at it, okay? The second shot I want you to look for is in her bathroom on the top of her shower curtain. They look like little roses, but they're actually some of the very first condoms ever made in the 1800s by a Frenchman named Jean-Paul Le Condom. That's where the condom name came from. Did you know that?
Yeah. I don't know.
They were made out of silk. Dolly knew silk wouldn't even hold water, so she quickly turned them into roses and decorated the top part of her shower curtain with them. We don't think Martha Stewart would ever thought of that. What about you? Everything is original in this house, exactly how Dolly left it, except for the bedroom, the wallpaper in her bedroom. We had a tree fall on there, but the TV in there will show the original wallpaper. If you enjoyed your time with me, leave a little tip in my bail jar, and as you go through the house, open up all the doors. There's hidden bars, trap doors for bootleg whiskey, and she even made her own gentleman's John. And the only thing she ever threw out were the married men. She thought they were kinky. What, for paying for something that they got at home for free? She locked her back doors and turned her married men's room into an office. Signed my registry up in her office. Enjoy.
Dolly, she is a U.S. or Canadian?
Yes, she was born in McCall, Idaho.
Idaho State.
Yeah, McCall, Idaho.
But how about you before say the Vancouver? Vancouver is a Washington State, Vancouver?
Yeah, she was born in McCall, Idaho. She went to Seattle, met Arthur there in Seattle, and he got a phone call from home, and she followed him, remember?
I see.
Yeah, she followed him to Vancouver.
Wow.
And then she bought a little house there, and then the cops were looking for her, so she got out of there.
Thank you for telling me more.
Yes.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Okay.
And everything is original, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
嗱，而家咧推開門咧就睇到佢呢啲嘅餐廳啦嚇 dining room 啦，就係佢話冇改過嘅，就係 original 以前咁就咁樣噶啦，咁呢間屋仔都幾細下喎。 係嘛？好 tiny 啊！呢間屋仔好細間啊，好就真啊！咁啊，卡姐咧就好鍾意咧就尋幽探秘嘅。我去英國咧去探我大哥咧，咁好多時我都係嗰啲大英博物館嗰啲啊，真係唔需要睇啦嚇，即係睇過2、3次啊，1、2次啊已經係好足夠啦。咁我咧都會發掘一啲比較我想睇嘅歷史啲嘅嘢咯嚇，咁有啲好啲古宅啊，有啲係好有年代嘅莊園啊、古堡啊，我鍾意睇嗰啲咯。咁遲啲咧，我都要去美國探細蚊仔啦。咁我希望咧，到咗佢哋住嗰個州咧，我哋亦都想發掘一啲比較係有趣啲嘅嚇，有歷史啲嘅嘢咧，拍俾大家睇啊！咁啊嗱，其實咧呢度咧都睇得返以前咧呢個景象係咁嘅喎，有電有街燈嘅原來係嘛？嗱，冬天落雪都可能唔至於話烏燈黑火嚇，同埋呢度好多船啊，咁啊有好多漁船啦，有好多人做生意嘅啦，嗱你睇下。哇！以前啲魚都好大條嘅喎，咁啊證明咧呢一個灘咧都幾繁盛嘅。我就覺得有3個呢個停個港口咧，呢一個Ketchikan 咧就係最繁盛嘅嚇，俾我覺得係即係嗰個商業味道係濃厚好多嘅。嗱咁啊，而家啊慢慢去睇一睇啦嚇。嗱，呢啲啊，大家慢慢睇啦，我就唔去講啦。哇，以前都已經有呢啲咁嘅琴啊，呢部應該係咪電子琴嚟嘅咧？係喎，嗱，以前都已經有呢啲咁嘅雪櫃啊嚇，100年前真係都係幾先進啊！我曾經喺美國睇過一個古堡咧，又係100幾年歷史嘅啦。哇！原來咧真係好先進嘅，佢哋嘅廚房啊、浴室啊，嗰陣時就用好多嗰啲暖管啊嚇，點樣用嗰啲雪櫃啊？哇！我真係歎為觀止喎。嗱，你睇下。以前呢啲咁嘅沙煲罌罉啊，煮飯嗰啲啊，呢啲牛奶樽嚟嘅，呢啲以前有人送牛奶嘅，我都記得細個嗰陣時都仲有人送牛奶嘅。而家咧就啲牛奶你要去超市買啦嚇，以前送牛奶咧就好多咧。俾啲學生哥咧返學之前咧賺一啲 pocket money 啊，咁佢送牛奶咧就順便咧就送埋嗰啲報紙喎，例如如果喺加拿大溫哥華咧嚇Vancouver Sun啊，或者係嗰啲National Post 啊，咁佢就順便就夾埋一份報紙。嗱，呢條樓梯咧，哇好窄劫喎！好窄啊！呢條樓梯，其實咧成個呢個參觀呢一個呢個 Dolly 呢個故居咧係有音樂嘅，就係有好似30年代、40年代嗰啲跳 can 舞嗰啲音樂啊，同埋一啲爵士音樂啊，咁啊版權問題啦嚇，我就將佢係靜音咗，我先嚟配過一段我自己嘅講話嚇，咁啊因為呢啲音樂啊唔上得去 YouTube 嘅。嗱，佢個臥室咧就係咁樣嘅。嗱，呢啲屋係有屋頂嘅，呢屋頂都好斜嘅。點解啊？因為要卸咗啲雪啊，冬天好大雪㗎。係啦，咁嗰啲你起平嘅屋咧就好容易冧樓㗎，所以一定要嗰個屋頂咧係斜嘅嚇，啲雪就咁樣瀡咗落去嘅。嗱，呢個就係佢個臥室啦嚇。呢個 Dolly 咧真係好傳奇嚇，佢係喺愛達荷，咁就嚟到去 Vancouver BC 即係而家我哋居住個溫哥華啦嚇，又再喺呢個阿拉斯加呢邊啦嚇做佢個生意啦，跟住後期佢亦都去咗荷里活拍片嘅喎嚇，真係好傳奇啊！呢個女士。咁仲有咧，就係我睇過一 個報道，咁啊唔係而家啦，都已經係幾廿年前啦。經過嗰陣時候咧，我都睇過。嗱，呢個女士係70年代中期離世嘅嚇，都70幾歲嘅。咁咧就講佢名下好多物業嘅，佢好識投資嘅。嗱，好多人咧就話，呢啲從事呢啲行業嘅女士咧，就好多不良嗜好啦嚇，又煙啊，又酒啊嚇，又爛賭啊咁。睇嚟咧，呢一個 Dolly 咧，佢都好識去理財喎嚇，佢買落好多物業嘅喎，成條街咁買嘅喎。咁啊，證明佢都唔係話真係點樣講咧？即係好爛賭啊，或者係好難飲難食嗰啲人喎嚇，佢都真係到咗佢老都會係生活無憂啦，係嘛？佢即係做收租婆啦，係嘛？咁都呢個人真係傳奇啦嚇！咁佢又冇結婚，又冇細蚊仔咁啊，但係佢又有幾十個男朋友咁啊。其實係咪從事呢啲行業嘅有啲好多人都有幾十個男朋友㗎？唔出奇㗎嚇，你好似阿戴妃啦嚇，都好多男朋友㗎嘛，係嘛？咁佢貴為王妃都有好多男朋友啦，咁即係所以咧，如果呢個Dolly有20幾個男朋友咧，嗱佢1975年走嘅，1888年出世嘅，70幾歲啦，76歲啦應該係啦，咁就都不為多咯，係嘛？嗱，佢而家都好多啲物品，係咪真係佢用過嘅咧？咁嚇，佢呢度咧裝修到好舞台喎，好舞台 feel 啊！嗱，個屋頂咁樣，咁哇！呢個洗手間咧就真係歎為觀止啦嚇，即係100年前嘅洗手間啊、洗手盆啊、抽水馬桶啊，咁都好先進嚇。嗱，呢一間咧，如果大家有時間或者有機會坐郵輪嚟到呢邊咁嚇，咁睇下咯嚇。咁其實咧，阿卡姐今次咧就已經係好徹底咁樣展現晒呢個阿拉斯加郵輪嘅所有嗰啲行程啊嚇，該去嘅唔該去嘅都影晒啦。咁你睇而家啲人喺度守候咩咧？個個都喺度望。咁我就問隔離嗰個人，咁佢咧就喺 Sweden 嚟嘅。哇好遠喎！我話喺 Sweden 嚟，喺瑞典嚟，佢係啊咁樣，都已經計劃咗好多年先嚟㗎啦。咁我話你而家喺度睇咩啊？佢話睇三文魚啊！我話我由街頭行到嚟街尾都冇見到三文魚，你咁叻嘅你睇到，可能阿卡姐冇戴老花眼鏡啊，睇唔到。嗱，而家行出嚟咧，呢條都係好舊嘅街，呢間 New York Hotel Cafe 咧，真係開咗好多年㗎啦。食啲好傳統嘅餐嘅嚇，咁嗱呢度有條鐵橋啦。其實我都發覺喺阿拉斯加有好多日裔嘅移民嘅喎，咁都係100幾年前，咁佢哋就會過嚟嚇喺呢邊咧打魚啊，做嗰啲魚嘅罐頭啊，做嗰啲三文魚嘅罐頭啊，有好多日裔人嘅家庭咧就住喺呢啲咁嘅攤仔度嘅喎。嗱，呢條街咧，呢一個就係 New York 嗰間hotel 啦，下邊就係餐廳嚟㗎嚇。咁以前可能啲人冇咁多嘅，咁細細間嘅啫啲 hotel 嚇。咁唔需要話做到而家好似5星級咁啊，做到好大座嘅 hotel。以前咧可能都係住客棧嘅人咧，都係唔係咁多嚇。嗱。咁剛啱嗰條街咧，仲有而家都有一個係日裔嘅太太咧喺度經營緊一間古董店啊，好老㗎啦嗰個太太都。咁行翻出嚟啦，好啦，咁剛啱嗰啲歷史拍晒啦，嗱，咁咧阿卡姐出嚟揾嘢食咯喎。咁好多人咧就出嚟行一行咧，上翻個船度食。其實咧，出嚟試下佢哋本地嘅餐廳 local 佢哋煮嘅一啲魚啊、海鮮啊，一啲烹調嘅唔同嘅方式煮嘅湯啊嚇。咁我覺得都好值得嘅嚇，唔係好貴嘅啫。其實 就唔需要慳呢啲錢嚇。咁我就食咗一個係海鮮嘅 chowder。係一個濃湯嚟嘅，係一個海鮮濃湯，係非常之好飲，做得好好飲。因為呢度嘅天氣到冬天好寒冷嚇，佢哋需要好高嘅熱量，有補充嗰個熱能俾嗰個身體需要咧，所以佢哋喺烹調上邊咧，佢係落嗰啲 cream 啊、double cream 啊、butter 啊，係好重手嘅。咁你落親呢啲咁濃味啊咁 creamy 嘅嘢咧，落去煮一個湯咧，咁啊一定好好味㗎嚇。嗱，佢剛啱嗰個海鮮嘅 chowder 入邊有啲乜嘢咧？咁因為都顧住食啊，肚餓啊，冇影到嚇。咁啊有啲好大隻嘅帶子啦，有蝦啦嚇，有蟹肉啦。咁佢啲蟹肉係咪阿拉斯加蟹？我都冇問佢啊，因為好 busy 啊嚇。入邊我見啲侍應真係 busy 到不得了，因為今日都有3條郵輪嗰啲乘客落嚟嚇，好多人都會去試下啲湯。咁啊，亦都有啲三文魚啊，好甜好滑，好好食。所以咧，落到嚟咧就冇諗住啊！哇，我唔落嚟使錢啊，翻上船先食啦。其實唔係啊，冇 miss 呢啲美食啊，係好好食㗎嚇。你飲一碗湯，咁佢又會送一嚿麵包俾你嘅，咁你可以唔食嗰嚿麵包嚇，但係嗰個湯係真係好好飲。我今日都叫咗一個大嗰個湯嚇，細嗰個都未夠喉，因為卡姐都幾大食㗎嚇。冇乜所謂啦嚇，咁想食就食啦，幾廿歲人啦嚇，咁唔好慳啦。嗱，而家去啲街道咧，咁前邊呢個街個盡頭咧係一個隧道嚟嘅，佢要穿過呢個隧道咧，佢先至過到去New Town 嗰邊嚇。因為點解要起一個隧道咧？因為佢如果係以前要炸晒呢啲石啊呢啲嘢咧，個工程好大喎，咁佢寧願算啦。不如挖個隧道咧，就整一條路啊，通過嗰邊啦。嗱，其實咧，依啲地方咧就係好多就係嚟工作嘅人居住嗰啲apartment嚟嘅。嗱，呢一間都係好古舊嘅酒店啊。嗱，其實咧呢一個灘咧都擴闊咗啊！我剛啱都有講啦，佢做嗰條棧橋咧，嗰個棧道咧一直做到過嚟呢邊，連結 New Town 同埋 Old Town， 咁都係闊落咗好多嚇。而家真係闊落咗好多，同埋今日咧係難得嘅陽光普照。我每一次嚟咧都好少碰到咁好陽光嘅日子嚇，咁對於我哋遊客啊，梗係好開心啦嚇。但係你話對於喺冰川做旅遊生意嘅人咧，咁嘅天氣落去咧，可能以後郵輪過嚟咧就只能夠係睇綠水青山啦嚇，冰川可能就慢慢消失睇唔到啊。咁你話如果睇綠水青山，我哋住喺加拿大 BC 省嘅人咧，睇綠水青山啊、海洋啊就唔缺嘅呢啲景色係嘛？咁你想吸引我哋嚟咧，我希望咧呢個冰川仲係繼續可以保存到落去啦。嗱，佢哋山邊都起到好多屋嚇。咁嗱，你睇呢條船啦，咁我又翻嚟呢個碼頭咯喎，咁好啦，咁今日咧就非常之圓滿啦嚇，亦都我都幾理想啦，做到我今日想拍嘅嘢，亦都拍得到。今日咧真係純粹去拍攝而拍攝㗎啦，基本上就係飲咗碗湯嘅啫，就冇乜話行咁啊。但係對於行呢啲咁嘅灘仔咧，咁我就唔係好感興趣行嘅嚇。你話睇呢啲咁海水啊、山啊、綠水青山咧，我亦都唔缺呢啲景嘅。咁但係今日真係可以拍得到啦。咁以前我都係聽完就算啦嚇，掂行就掂過啦。咁而家咧，我希望係留一個記錄啦。其實我都喺網上睇過好多報道阿拉斯加郵輪假期啊，甚至係介紹啲岸上旅行嗰啲YouTube 嗰啲片啊，但係呢，我相信呢，我去報導到咁細緻嘅人呢，就可能卡姐啦嚇，咁啊好多人都冇去報導到咁詳細啊，咁我希望呢，今次係一次過將佢記錄落嚟嚇。咁啊，以後仲有冇機會過嚟啊？或者係幾時嚟啊？咁啊唔知啊嚇。咁啊，將來嘅嘢都好難講啦。咁啊，今次呢真係好圓滿啦，作為一個記錄啦嚇。嗱，而家呢，我哋就要翻上去船啦。係我一個人今日呢就行到呢度呢，呢個灘大概都成5個幾鐘啊！我今日行咗嚇，因為今日呢就係11點就落船啦，咁佢今晚嘅7點呢就會開船噶啦。嗱，而家開船呢就直接就返溫哥華港噶啦，即係呢個回程啦。咁啊，聽日呢就會行一日啦個船at sea 啊，喺個海上嚇。咁就聽日就係 last day 噶啦喺個船度。咁啊，後日一早呢7點鐘6點零鐘呢，咁就會係到達到溫哥華嘅港噶啦。咁我亦都計劃一早起身嚇，進入咗我哋BC 省我哋熟悉嘅地方呢。我希望天未光呢，我就將我哋 BC 省嘅我住嘅嗰一邊啦嚇，只能夠拍我房住嗰一邊呢個風光呢，就拍落嚟嚇。咁我就校鬧鐘早啲起身，咁就作一個詳細嘅報導，就作一個呢個行程嘅 ending 啦。好啦，咁啊而家就要返上船啦，都今次就冇乜買嘢嚇。今日嘅分享嚟到呢度，多謝大家收睇，下期再見。